Welcome to my hair colouring boudoir, aka the bathroom of my apartment. So, you know, I've had a productive goal boss day. I had a meeting with my accountant and I seem to be mostly capable, so I love that. And so I felt like things were going too well and we needed to add in an element of chaos. So that's what we're doing today, because today we are dyeing my hair with the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair in the colour Sour Candy. Where my black pink stands out, where my little monster's at. We love a pop culture reference in cosmetics, we do. As you can see, I am currently blonde. I have platinum to champagne blonde hair. I don't really know how you would categorize it exactly. I am by no means a hair professional, nor am I claiming to be. I am also obviously not a natural blonde, as you can see by the roots here. So I have been dyeing my hair different colors for like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years now, quite a while. I've done the variety, but I'm here to return to my roots. My true calling, my heart song, pink. So essentially the life cycle of my hair, not that anyone asked, but you're gonna find out, is that I go to the hairdresser when my kind of whatever fashion color I'm playing with is faded out, and I get it bleached and usually toned to be a platinum or white, because that is so fun when it's really, really fresh. But once my roots start to grow out kind of around here, maybe probably could have done it a week ago, but I was busy, okay? That's when I tend to bring the colors back in, because I am a pale, pasty lass. That's the police coming to get me for crimes that I'm about to commit. Kind of like when everything is all pale and there's not really a lot of contrast, it looks really nice. But once I'm sort of like got really pale hair, really pale skin, but then there's kind of really dark roots, it just, I don't know, it's not as flattering. But what I need to do is essentially make my hair in contrast to my skin color, because right now it's sort of like kind of the same, but then this isn't, so it's just creating a weird line. Do you see what I mean? Geometry. What's it called? The golden ratio. Golden ratio is off and we can't have that, loves. I really have to maintain my average hotness level. It's really important. We can't let that average move down. So we must take action immediately. So by coloring my hair to be darker than my skin, it creates that contrast level again. It kind of balances everything out. And I haven't been pink in a hot second. The last color I was blue. So it's been, I think, a couple of months since I've had pink, which for me is quite a while because it's sort of my base color. Like my hair is pink on my passport, so it's kind of a default at this point. And you know, I'm not traveling anywhere anytime soon, but it's good to keep up that average in case someone from border security investigates. Not that there's anything to investigate. I'm really making it seem like I'm super suspicious, aren't I? Anyway, we're coloring my hair pink. And this is a color I haven't used before, actually. I have used the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair range before. I mixed a few things with it, but it was the color Caramel, which, can I just say, if you're looking to do sort of a supernatural, Albany, kind of chocolatey color, it's really pretty. But I'm not doing that today. I am doing Sour Candy, which, this is the picture on the website that I saw, which made me want to try it. This is the packaging, which looks really purpley. In real life, kind of like another one of their colors that's called Aesthetic. That's what the color of this looks like in real life. So that made me a little nervy, but then the color of the dye is just a true bright pink. They describe Sour Candy as being a true bright pink, which to me implies that it's neutral, and it does look quite neutral to me in the jar. I mean, it's bright, but you know, neutral. Balance of warm and cool, which is the kind of hair color I like. I don't like it when it gets super peachy pink, because then it looks just sort of orangey, and I don't really like it when it gets well, actually no, the cool tone colors I like more. Neutral to cool is what I prefer. So let me show you what my hair looks like now. Let me just do hair reveal. It's basically dry, just like I kind of blow dried it. I showered this morning and just shampooed it so it would be clean and not have any extra stuff on it. So that is my hair right now, and yeah, pretty much dry. Some bits are like the tiniest bit damp, so I'll just give it a bit of a brush to make sure it's dry, because I don't want anyone to be mad at me, because I'm really, this is not a tutorial. We should make this clear. This is not a hair dye tutorial. This is a hair dye review with the potential of brackets gone wrong, etc. I don't think it can go too wrong, right? Obviously it's bleached, but in terms of bleached hair, I'm really happy of the condition that it's in. I would say if you if someone came up to you like that, you would say it's like a really light blonde or a platinum, right? Hairdressers, I'm like an 8 to 10, right? An 8, like let's say level 9 hairdressers, please, I'm sorry. So I think two should be enough. Typically when I dye my hair, I dilute it with conditioner, but I'm not doing that today because I really want to see the true color. Probably doesn't need to be said if you're a hair dye connoisseur, a hair dye veteran. The kind of hair dyes that I use typically don't have any bleach or developer in them. They're just color depositing only. There's no lifting in the dyes that I use. Supersaturated pigment develops intense color impact on pre-bleached platinum to medium blonde hair. Adds a tint of colour to dark blonde and light brown hair. Not me, I'm blonde. Results may vary depending on the colour and condition of hair. Unicorn hair is ready to use. Do not mix with developers, lighteners, or any permanent colouring. All good. Complete instructions enclosed. I know, I already took them out. Here's one I prepared earlier. That's in French, so let's not do that. Can you imagine if I was like, vous aurez besoin de gants, d'un pinceau applicateur, de pinceau à cheveux?
Are you happy to be in Paris?
Oui. So I'm gonna need gloves, an applicator brush, clips, bowl, and an old t-shirt. I have all these things. Start with clean, unconditioned dry hair. They said, give us the thirsty strands. And I said, okay. I probably should do an allergy test considering I'm just coming off the back of contact dermatitis, but I'm pretty sure it was that one mascara. I'm confident. I made up a whole spreadsheet and everything, so I'm not gonna do that because I live for the chaos, baby. Yeehaw! So I'm gonna go get my stuff to do the dyeing, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do the dye. We're gonna Die Hard 2.0, 4.0. What number are they up to? How many Die Hard movies did they make? Is it just the one? Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Oh my gosh, it's nearly Christmas. That's exciting. Are you excited for Christmas? I'm excited for Christmas. Just the Christmas season, the holiday season. I get to bake so many things and I get to listen to obnoxious music that everyone hates. I'm a festive lass. Okay, let's dye. No, let's not. Let's dye hair with the unicorn hair dye from Lime Crime in the color Sour Candy SEO keywords. Okay.
Smack my ass like the drum.
I'm now in full rap mode. I look just probably as I intend to, which is chaotic, which is correct. I am framing this excellently for no reason, and just in case anyone from youtube.com is watching, I am definitely wearing pants, 100%. So let me introduce you to my assistants. Hair dye towel from Big W, and its bestie, lockdown bleach hair dye towel. I should say I get my hair professionally bleached. I do not bleach my roots at home. I did try and remove some color during lockdown, but I didn't love how that was for my hair. So I'm very much an advocate for going to professional. You do you, but I would say go to professional if you want to get your hair bleached, or if you're thinking of going from your natural color to platinum or a pastel or fashion color, go to professional and get it bleached. It just will save you a lot of heartache if you can. As much as we love the pink bath towel background, I do need to move it because if I get pink hair dye on that, I will be sad. So I'm just gonna move all of my besties away, out of the room. Off you go, poppets. Now it's got this whole thing saying, you know, to separate your hair into parts, and I'll do that, but I don't know. I tend to start off strong and then I tend to just move into putting hair dye on as much as possible, which I believe is a really, you know, popular strategy. So nice and dry. I love it. I feel like I'll care more if I run out of dye in the front. So I should probably prioritize the front and then just designers make it work it at the back, right? Right. I think that's fair. I'm glad we agree. Thank you so much. I should just say as I'm opening this up, I bought mine from Berserk, which is an Australian retailer. The shipping is really quick. Yeah, it smells good already. And, oh, no. Am I gonna? No, don't do this. No. But each bottle of the dye is $24.95, which isn't cheap. There are definitely dyes. I love the Brite Organix one. I think that one's really good. And that one's really affordable. But obviously the packaging is very cute. The scent is nice. It's a sort of more, oh my gosh, no, I'm gonna get in. Note to self, definitely open both of them before you start. So I would not be able to get the second one open if I open the first one. Okay, come on. Alright, hang on, I need to deglove. Do you guys know what degloving is? Maybe don't Google it. Yeah. There we go. Yeehaw! Yeah, baby! Ooh. Oh, it's so good. Such a yummy smell. Okay. The color's pretty, and I like the depth of the color, because sometimes when you're dyeing your hair like a bright pink, it's really dark. But this is kind of like more bubblegummy, sort of hot pink, which makes me think that when it's all shed and done, it's gonna look really pretty, I hope. I have the perfect implement. Tiny whisk, tiny whisk. It's actually really good for getting dye out of jars like that, because like, it's sort of a weird shape. I prefer tube packaging, if I'm being honest, because it's just easier to work with. But I appreciate the aesthetic. Okay, well that's a good amount of dye. There's still a little bit left in the jar, and I'll fish it out with my little fingies once I'm well into the process, but I thought I would just show you that color there. Yum, yum, yum. We're looking good. Okay, let's go for it. I can use the tint brush, and I probably should, but I really don't like using them. I feel like they just kind of, they flop around, and I just don't really know if they do anything. I think they help to get in the nooks and crannies, you know, but I kind of just prefer slopping it on, and I don't know if I should do that this video, but I also kind of just want to do that. Alright, that's okay. Here we go. Goodbye, blonde. See you soon. Ooh. Okay, wow, alright, that's... Oh, just got some in the other section. See what I mean? I am not the most detail-oriented person, I feel. It's looking really warm, I feel like. Is it not? Just looks really orangey, like neon to me. I don't really need to put it on the roots, but I've just dabbed it on there because, you know, why not, I suppose. I guess it helps blend it sometimes too, because like, my roots are really dark, but if they're saying it can pick up a little bit of the color and the tone, I want it to look uniform. I have a sneaking suspicion this might not be as cool toned as I want it to be. As you can see, I've just given up immediately. I gave it a good 1 minute, and then I said, no thanks. Well, the dye is distributing really easily. I don't know, like I said, I'm used to like kind of mixing it with conditioner, and sometimes that can work really well and sometimes it doesn't. But this is like super easy to apply. Ooh, see that color there is pretty. Okay, I was worried about this looking really warm toned, but as I'm applying it, it's sort of looking more like what it says, like a true pink, which I love. So that is super awesome. Yeah, I'm really liking how this is applying though. It feels really nice. It's not dripping everywhere either. And you can tell it's got a lot of conditioning stuff in it because it's sort of going a little bit milky and white. I'll make sure everything's covered, but then I'll come back around with any extra dye and just really smush it and saturate it in. Getting performance anxiety with hair dye. Normally it's just me doing it alone, so if I screw up, I'm like, no one saw that, but now I'm like, well, maybe you saw that. I just want to say, I actually have not really seen any pictures online of what this dye looks like on a full human head. The picture on the website just had it as a streak in the hair, but I saw her video where she does the streak, like a little tutorial, and I think she uses multiple different colors. It's not just sour candy, so I'm kind of confused. All right, so I think I'm getting the hang of how this particular dye applies. I'm gonna be hanging around here for a little while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and time-lapse this. I'm gonna watch a Jackie Aina video because she's an icon, and I'm just gonna chill out and dye my hair. And if you see anything suspicious in the time-lapse, no you didn't. Okay, all the sections are done. Got a big lump of pink on my head now, which is very exciting. I'm just trying to like go in and make sure I've really swished it around to every section as best I can. Not gonna lie, in the third section, I was a little concerned that we weren't gonna have enough dye, but I just made the sections uneven. So my third section to the back left was really thick, and then the one on the right was not as thick. So we're fine. 2 jars is just enough. If your hair's any longer or thicker than mine, you're gonna need 3. But you know, it's always better to have a little bit more because it saves you from any dye emergencies. And also, if you have a little bit extra, then you can always mix it in with some conditioner to top up your color in a few washes. So, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it up and put a little hair cap on. I'm gonna let it sit for quite a while, and I don't know, maybe we can do something fun together. Maybe do some baking. It says you don't need a cap on the instructions, but just so I don't get stuff all over my house, I'm gonna do that. Alrighty, let's let that cook. Oh, that color is so promising. So tasty and juicy and delicious. Yummy. Okay, cool. Well, time to wait.
Welcome to my kitchen. We have nothing.
We're just marinating my hair, but I thought I would bring you with me. I'm going into the office tomorrow, so I'm thinking about making a small batch of my cookies that I make. I say my cookies, it's not my recipe, but every time I make them, people are really into them. They're just really good cookies. Let me introduce you to the king, Yodam Ottolenghi, iconic chef. I've been to one of his restaurants and the food is so yummy. I'm not making these today, but these tahini and halva brownies, incredible. Just a really good dessert. You can make it as a cake as well. I've done that and serve it as a kind of fudgy warm dessert. Hello, silence birds, I'm gonna close the door, hang on. Chocolate chip and pecan cookies. And then I get rid of the pecan because I do sometimes like nuts in cookies, not all the time, but also people have nut allergies. So I feel like if I'm taking it and I'm sharing it with a bunch of people, I don't want to accidentally put nuts in there. It's a lot easier to just not. This is my bestie. This is my KitchenAid. I love dessert, I love baking. Come Christmas time, I'm a menace. I'm up in everyone's throats. I've got everyone in a chokehold with my gingerbread stars being like, eat them. I've also started watching the new season of The Great British Bake Off and it's so good. It's the best time of year. My vitality is returning. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for next year. I'm so excited for holidays. I'm so excited to take a break because I'm a toxic girl boss. Gas keep gate light. I'm so excited for a holiday, just a break where I just don't have any deadlines and I don't have to do anything. I'm so excited. Okay, cool. So my little dough babies are resting in the fridge, getting ready to go into the oven and become the most delicious cookies. But my hair has also been marinating and it's looking pretty good. Let me just take the... Ooh, I have a tiny bit of makeup on, you know, I like to give you the vibes, so I'm just gonna take that off. I'm using a little bit of the Hamish All Clean Balm, such a good cleansing balm. Just have some mascara and a little bit of BB cream on, and actually if I rub it around kind of where the hair dye is, it'll help get the last of that off as well. Is this your god? Okay, time to hop in the shower. I'll see you in a few. I look a little bit like a drowned rat right now, but can I just say, just in the shower, the color, it is looking delicious. It's getting a little bit dark and gray here, so I feel like what I'm gonna do is I will dry it all up and style it all up with my makeup and an outfit, whatever, and I will come back to you tomorrow morning. Here's the results. Are we feeling it? Are we feeling the sour candy fantasy? Can I just say, the very first thing that I thought when I saw this color, when I rinsed it out and I dried it off, was dragon fruit. I just feel like it's very much reminiscent of that really vibrant sort of hot pink fuchsia kind of color. This is a little bit brighter and more vibrant than I normally kind of like my hair to be overall, but obviously I've only just rinsed out the dye, so we're gonna see how it goes over the next couple of washes, because I think this would be really, really pretty as a pastel. The lighting here is really nice, but the lighting here is not as nice, so forgive me. It is not as nicely styled as I normally like it because it is just super hot and humid right now. Nothing is staying, the curls just fall out immediately. It is gross. The color is pretty even. There's a few bits and pieces where the color didn't take as well, but I'm gonna put that down to user error slash me not having quite enough dye. 2 dye jars was enough, but I wouldn't mind having an extra one. If you have similar length and thickness to me, if you have any more hair than I do, then I would get 3. But if your hair is a little bit shorter or a little bit thinner, then you would be fine with 2 or 1. Use your very smart brains. You're all very smart. You don't need my help. But yes, this is Lime Crime's Sour Candy. I'm excited to be able to show it to you on a full noggin so you can kind of get an idea of what the color is like. If you are new here, hello. It's a little bit different to my usual content, but I just feel like I hadn't seen any pictures or video of the sour candy color on a full head, and maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I figured I'd be a decent reference point for you. I really like it, and I think I'm gonna like it the most when it fades a little bit, but we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this video, just vibing with me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about the cookies. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about the cookies, but the reports were good. People said they were good. Just want you to know. And it was the Ottolenghi chocolate chip cookie recipe. So good. Delicious. Oh, I feel like even just in this clip, my hair is puffing up because it's so humid. Let me go back to winter, please. I'm sorry if I ever said I was cold. I take it back. Let me know if you want me to try out some other dyes like Arctic Fox or Manic Panic. I've tried a few of them before. But let me know what you think, or if you think there's a particular color that I should try that you think I would vibe with. Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!